This is Merrill Reese coming to you from the Eagles press conference area at Lincoln Financial Field. Basically, we're going to be talking about Andy's going to speak about how the players were handed a traumatic loss by the La Fogata opponent. They obviously were not prepared for this at all. The Eagles got out there and well, hold on. Here's the coach. He'll basically, he's going to give you what he thinks and his perspective on the game.
Let me start out with injuries. First off, we had some cramping, a lot of bloating going on, a lot of gas as well. All the players are suffering with that now. Rick is with a lot of the guys. I think we're going to go meal to meal. Oh, there, one of the guys there, relieving himself. Rick's going to get on that, and Rick's really doing a heck of a job there. The Pepto is all over the locker room. So is some other things we're not going to talk about. And Rick's really doing a good job of that, so we're not going to worry about that. We're going meal to meal. I don't think anybody's going to miss their next meal because of this. So we got to really salute the effort that La Fogata gave us today. Got to applaud them, the owner. Got to give them a lot of credit. Anytime a meal does that to you in this world, you got to give them credit. And the coach, really outclassed us today. So you got to give them credit for that. But I don't think we left anything on the field. I don't blame the guys. Not at all. Everything I got to take full responsibility for, because I don't think I put them in the right position at the table. Yes, excuse me. If you could bear with me. I don't think the guys left anything at the table. Some of them left some things in the bathroom, but nothing on the table at all. They gave full effort. I got to give it to them. So if at this time is yours.
Coach, could you tell us about the adjustments you made at halftime?
Well, the adjustments we made, basically, like I said, La Fogata came out and they showed us some things that we weren't ready for. And what we did was we saw there was a lack of tomato on the fajita plate. So what we tried to do is get more tomatoes, but what was done there was a late notice of the tomato. Should have noticed that when it first brought out, and should have addressed it then. Once it was addressed, the tomatoes were sufficient, and the fajitas were very tasty.
Coach, a follow-up on the lettuce, guacamole, salad, and the sour cream. How did you feel about those?
Oh yes, they were very sufficient portions. The fajita was complimented well by that, and nothing to complain about there. The guys did a good job with that, and we dealt with that well as players, handling that on the fajita.
Coach, could you explain what happened in the third tortilla fumble incident? Can you explain that for us?
That was again, that was my fault. I'm not going to blame any of the guys for that. I should have went right hand fork. That is my strong hand. I tried to go weak hand. I lost a little refried bean there, and so what I do next time, I think I'm going to go with the spoon scoop with the right hand and the left hand grab and cup theory with the fajita, and I think we'll be able to hold on to things. That's my fault again. I don't blame any of them. I should have coached them up a little better, knowing that the fajita was going to be a little larger than we expected.
Coach, how do you feel about how your younger players performed today?
Oh well, listen, they showed us a lot. I didn't expect them to handle the salsa. It was a little hotter than we thought, and when they dealt with it, they stepped right up and ate it. So what we're doing is, for the next meal or two, we're expecting a lot from our younger guys after we saw what they gave us. None of that was expected. We think that we're going to be able to put them in a good position from now on to handle even bigger assignments, perhaps like an enchilada, maybe even a fajita, even after seeing them take that down the way they did. I appreciate that, and I got to give a lot of credit to the older guys. They've been eating for years, really working with them, and getting them ready to do that.
Coach, were you happy with the overall effort from your players today?
I gotta say, the guys gave a valiant effort out there. I've never seen guys try so hard and just fail at it as they did. And I have to take responsibility again. They gave their best. Nothing of them is their fault. As the week goes on, we're going to go back and look at the footage, and we're going to be able to see what's going on. Oh, sorry. Listen, if you could keep that in the lock, Rick, keep them guys in there. The media is not ready for that yet. The masks haven't been given out yet at this time, and the air fresheners. If you could just hold them in there, thank you. So yeah, the effort was great, as I said, and I really gotta take responsibility. I think next week, if we make another trip to there, I think we'll know what to expect, and we're not going to be blindsided as we were.
Last question.
Yeah.
Coach, how do you feel about your call on the dessert play? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, the dessert. Yeah, we made a good call on it, actually. A lot of people might second guess that, thinking dessert after that big of a meal, and some missed calls by me with the fork and everything like that, the fumbling. But we had to do that, and I think it was all good. I think everything worked out well with that, and if I was put in that circumstance again to go for the dessert, I would always go for the dessert. I'm not going to go against that. The book says you go for the dessert there, because you don't always get the refried, the fried ice cream. You don't always get that, and when you get a chance to do that, you gotta take it. And again, I think everything worked out well with that, and that's it. That's all I got. All right, see you guys next week.
Well, that's Andy's take on it, and you really learned a lot from his angle there, what he's seeing and what he's taking from the game, and I think he's right. I think they learned a lot from that meal. They learned a lot. There's a lot to take from it. There's good value there with the comments that were made, and then what the effort that was given there. You can see the younger guys, they are improving, and the veterans, they're still able to give you a good effort. They need to be coached better, as Andy's taking full credit. He always, as he always does, he's always willing to take the blame. And there's some good things that happened out there on the tape. Oh, that's horrible. Mike, listen, next time, please. All right, and we're gonna, that's all for the press conference, and that's all the coverage we got for today.